Justin from Red Ready Guides, and today we're going to talk about what you can do when you reach level 80 in the War Within expansion. First of all, when you reach level 80, you're going to be around 530 to 525 item level. Then what you should focus on are, of course, the campaign. The campaign gives you a little bit of nice item level items. Actually, if you reach a renown 4 with every faction here, you can continue on the second chapter of the campaign and you will get some nice items as well, like these legs that I have here, 558, and this weapon 558 as well. So 558 item level for the second chapter of the campaign. Then you should look to upgrade your items. What you need for that is some valor stones, as you can see that I have here. Valor stones will get you to level 584, and then you will need another currency, but 584 is very good items. But to get those items that you need to upgrade, you will have to do some world quests. As you can see here, I've done most of the world quests here in Isle of Dorn, the Reigning Deeps, Hollowfall, and of course Ashkehet. To unlock the Ashkehet world quests, you're going to have to do a couple of quests here in the city, actually not here but in the Weaver's Lair. The big spider there is going to give you a couple of quests and you have to choose one companion, a general, another spider which I don't remember his name, and the weaver. Depending on what you're gonna get from there, you're going to get a nice spell that you can use in the map, actually, that you can use to farm and kill mobs faster and do your side quests a bit easier. The second thing that you should do for gearing is actually do the side quests, since a lot of this renown will give you some nice items, like a cloak here, which is actually around 554 item level, and some other items depending on which renowned faction you are going to level up if you want to go to the next level. So after you finished all the campaign, you should look on completing these side quests, which actually give pretty good renown, but there are a lot of them. I haven't done so many and I still have a good item level, but for those that are interested in getting those renown levels up faster, I suggest you do the side quests and also fly around and do the rares. The rares will give you a little bit of reputation that will help you level up your renown levels. Then let's talk about delves. As you can see, I don't have many delves on the map, but we have something like a Kriegwall's Rest delve. This delve is a normal delve that you can do up to level 3 actually. When the Mythic Plus will be unlocked, then you can do more than tier 3. That would be tier 4, 5, and I don't know if we can get to the max level actually in the first week, but I think they will unlock a couple more tiers so you can get more gear. But there's one more thing. If you get Kafir keys, which is another currency in the War Within, you can do some upgraded delves. Those are called bountiful delves. Those bountiful delves actually give you some very good items at the end after you've finished them. The level of the bountiful devs items for our first 2 weeks until the Mythic Plus is unlocked is going to be 571, which is a very good item level. These items you can also upgrade and get them to 594. But Valor Stones are not going to be enough. You will need some carved Harbinger Crest as well, or Weather Harbinger Crests. Weather Harbinger Crest, they are not that useful actually. They will be used only until we get to Mythic Plus, so don't hesitate and use them as fast as possible and get your items to 594. So don't keep them around, because these will not be useful after we get the Mythic Plus gearing. What you should look for is level 551 item level. Why? Because then you will unlock heroic dungeons. Heroic dungeons are the best way to gear up nowadays. These dungeons are going to give you some very nice gear of 571, so you can actually spam them if you feel like it, and you will get some very good and be able to catch up to the early access people as fast as possible. This character I leveled it yesterday to 80. Actually, with all of the campaign and stuff like that, it took me around 8 hours to level. I didn't do any dungeon or anything. I wanted to finish the quest first from the campaign, so that is why it took me that long. But if you feel like it, you can actually go and spam dungeons, and that will be even faster, around 4 or 5 hours people say. And after you finished your main character, actually finished I mean get it to level 80, you will get a 5% bonus XP on your alts, so that should help you a lot with leveling your alts. Another thing that you can do, you can go to the auction house and actually buy, if you have a lot of gold, buy some very good items. As you can see here, if we go and search for plate armor, let's see what we can buy today with a couple of gold. Let's pump up the highest item level. And as you can see here, you can actually buy some very good greens for a cheap price with 564 item level. So not better than delves or heroic dungeons, but you can actually go ahead, and when you level up to 80, you can go ahead to the auction house and buy a full set of 564 item level, so you can go straight to those heroic dungeons and start acquiring the 571 gear, and then spam heroic dungeons for valor stones and crests, so you can get that 594 item level as soon as the new season starts. Another thing that you can do, and it's going to be a lot of help for you with your renown and some items, I think they drop some pretty good items as well, are these events. As you can see here, in the Isle of Dorn we have Teeter Troop, in the Hollow Fall we have the Spreading of the Light. They will appear with a lot of quests around, and you can do them and get some nice renown XP and some items as well, and valor stones. Everything that you do will give you valor stones, so that's a good thing to know. In Ashkehet you don't really have that many quests, but you still have a Wall Soul memory, which is called a Wounded Soul. This one gives Kafir key shards and valor stones. You should always prioritize the world quests that give you Kafir key shards or Kafir keys, because as I said before, you can use that for delves, for bountiful delves, that will give you a better chance of getting an item of 571 that you can then upgrade to 594. So yeah, what you can do now, I think it's pretty straightforward. Try to do your campaign when you level up, then do the second chapter when you get renowned 4 with all the factions that we have right now in the War Within. Then you can continue the campaign and get some 558 item level items, or if you can't wait for that, or you want to get strong right ahead, just go to the auction house. Things are pretty cheap right now. Actually, I think they are cheaper than I expected, and you can get 564 item level items that you can upgrade with valor stones if you do a lot of heroic dungeons and bountiful delves. I think you can gear up your character pretty fast. And also I wanted to talk a little bit about the bountiful delves and how they are right now. I think it's a very fun feature that they put in. It's something like a Torghast, let's say, but way more fun and way more short. Of course, you can find a lot of puzzles in there, a lot of other treasures that you can find that will boost up your companion. And I think everybody goes with Bran for the first weeks, and maybe in the next couple of weeks we will get new companions, but for now it's Bran, and he actually has a lot of spells that you can upgrade, and he gets some new skills if you can find them in the coffers around the delves. So yeah, this is pretty much it. I think for the first weeks of the new expansion it's pretty easy to get geared up. If you just want to put a little time into it, I would suggest you focus on getting those renown levels up, since they give you some pretty good items. And also, if you go deep in the tree, you can actually get a Kafir key, a restored Kafir key, which will unlock more bountiful depths. And you can also get some nice transmog items and some epic items actually, which are 594 straight away. But that is going to be a little tough to do, to get in those late levels of the renown in the first weeks, since we don't really have a good renown farm now, and you will have to do all the side quests and the events when they pop up for the best renown experience. I hope this helped you to get strong as fast as possible. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.